Oh, actually, I'm gonna fix that as well. Here it goes. Push it in the back and then twist it. No, hold on. I gotta. Then push it in.
No.
Try to do it inside. Here, from the behind. Spread the two. Put the output.
Like the only way I can describe it, okay? Okay. Perfect. Okay, come back up.
My number's on there and that's my email. Give me a call. Run that. Do you have an email? Send an email and then I'll get back to you.
That's too much.
Huh?
That's too much. Just anytime. Back up.
Anytime.
That's
You know.
too much water.
So it's going to this way. There we go. This way. Yeah, thank you.
All right. If you need anything, reach out, okay? All right, yep. Take care, sir.
Don't toss it. Don't toss it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a referee and everything else. Eliminated. They can know, yeah. When the electronics go down and you don't have any, bring out your flashcards.
I thought that you wanted to do the best thing.
You know why? Because you can't add an extra minute or whatever it was. You have to start it over and add it. It just makes it complicated.
Well, I'm just letting it run.
It doesn't run negative. It stops at zero. Have you ever seen a stopwatch that runs negative? Really?
The one that you use for programs.
Well, that's probably not a stopwatch.
We set it at -3 minutes.
Oh,
And then it goes.
that's a good idea. Which one do you have? The electronic, like digital one like that? Send me the link. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was the one too. So
Oh, you were there too. So,
we want to have a discussion with you.
Well, always when
Yeah.
I say like back in college when you wait 5 minutes for the
Yeah,
professor to
so
show up.
we were able to table that until the next week. We're gonna hear from them. Table it, you have to see what you want. I don't want to make him feel like he's forced to, that's all. Discuss it. It's okay.
I sent an email, I sent a video to
Good.
you guys are at the
Keep coming or
He said yes.
Hassan's coming too?
We don't know.
Is now what's
لكن
in
دكتور
Hmm?
أرسلت من بلاد.
yes.
Oh.
صار لازم
الصور كان معه.
كم عيد؟
أتوقع هيز إن ترافيك. أنا ما أدري هو أنت ولا أنا اتصل قال محليقة قال لي أنا. بس أنا أشوف مكان.
What about the attorney?
He's running a little late.
Like how late? How?
I think he spoke Khalil.
I'm calling him. No.
Hmm?
If I tell me to wait for him.
Yeah.
How far?
نسلم لهم شهايد دولة أو إيش؟
Right. His light lacks.
بس ما فيش نحن بالرعيلة الحامل. يبرد.
I'm gonna run to grab something from my office.
Okay. شيء يرسل لك هذا من صاحب الجريدة على الدشر
يعني ما نرجع لهم كلهم.
لأنه زي كل أسبوع نزل مقال.
ما نطنش ننزل.
كنت ورد علي بس
مسكنا ولا عرفت ما حد حل علينا. فبين مين حطينا من حصل لي قفلنا بيخلي قبل مش مسبوق. كيف مسبوق مسبوق بين الناس كل
Yeah.
أنا اديت له وجهه.
I don't think so, dude. معنا closed session.
We're supposed to.
You should
I don't think
get
so.
added on closed session
You wanna add?
to discuss.
If you guys wanna add, to discuss city business.
Yeah.
I sent you an email. Did you get my email?
I see the email.
I'm your friend. I'm with you. Okay, man.
Take your time, Fox, to wait for the city attorney. Take your time. No one cares. No one cares.
Yeah. So
I'm checking the name, make sure it's right. And there's no parking around this area.
Very far away.
I park maybe half a mile away.
The news should have told me that. It's the next.
ready?
Alright. Discussing about Ellie's updates.
You wanna add?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming tonight. I call this meeting of Hamtramck City Council to order. Today is August 12, 2025, and it's 7:12 p.m. Would the clerk call the rules, please?
Councilman Rafai,
Present.
Councilman Musa,
Present.
Councilman Sedman,
Present.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman El Samiri,
Yes, present.
and Councilman Hassan is not present. Mr. Mayor, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Do we have any community announcements? No? All right, we move to proclamations, recognitions, and presentations, and we have the first one, 2025 Summer Youth Program.
CED has had a group of summer youth interns working with us in the department this summer. You all can come in and just stand here with Tamid at the front. And we want to thank them for their work, and they have a short presentation to give to you about what they've been up to.
All right, thank you.
Hello and assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Today you will be hearing our intern program presentation. My name is Tamid, a rising junior at Wayne State University. I'm majoring in accounting and a minor in entrepreneurship and innovation. I serve as a youth intern supervisor for the Summer Beautification Program, where I had the privilege of mentoring and supervising 4 amazing youth interns. Hamtramck always holds a special place in my heart. My journey with the city of Hamtramck began in high school as a general inspector. Thank you, Rana, for giving me that opportunity and opening the door for me that time. And continued in 2023 during my senior year when I interned with HR, the accountant, city manager, and CED for over a year and a half. I would like to thank the CED department, Isabel, Mike, and Naima for their guidance and support from day one. And now in 2025, I'm grateful to once again contribute to our city's growth. Today, our interns, Nabiha, Nathan, Basma, and Rafael, and Eddie from DDE is gonna present and we'll share an overview of the projects they worked during the summer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zahid. Can I move it down?
Yeah, you can.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nabiha Chowdhury, and
Sorry,
I'm.
Nabiha, is the mic on? Then bring it down.
Okay. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nabiha Chowdhury, and I'm a rising freshman at Hamtramck High School. One of the projects we beautification interns worked on every Friday, weather permitting, was the Every Neighbor project with Max Giljanas. Essentially, what we did is we went to our disabled and elderly neighbors' homes and cleaned up their porches, painted them, placed mulch in their flower beds, and plucked out unnecessary weeds. One of my favorite moments from this project was when one of my teammates didn't want to spray paint and he was feeling hesitant about it, but Max encouraged him to do so anyway. Eventually he figured out that he liked it, and this proved to me that this was a place where I could try out new things and figure out if I like them, if I'm good at them. And great programs like these deserve more community support, and you can help by volunteering. I believe it's every Saturday morning at Passenger Recovery near the Hamtramck Public Library. You can donate your yard supplies. You can let any disabled or elderly friends you have know about this program, and you can spread the word through social media or any form of communication you know how to use best. Thank you, and I'll be passing it on to my colleague Basma.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Basma Jabril. I'm a rising sophomore at Michigan Great Lakes Virtual Academy. Today, I will be talking about Grow Hamtramck. Now, what is Grow Hamtramck, you may ask? Grow Hamtramck is a grant initiative with a goal to plant 1,000 trees in 4 years. The work wasn't always easy. We faced struggles such as reluctant residents and bad weather, but we continued to work tirelessly and give our all to growing the community and making Hamtramck greener. This was a great opportunity, and it was so much fun talking to residents and informing them about this initiative. And now I will be passing it on to Nathan.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nathan Du Bois. I am a sophomore at Clarenceville High School. Today I will be talking about the Young Leaders Professional Conference. On July 31st, we attended the Young Leaders Professional Conference. The conference was a learning experience for all of us. We got to learn about recognizing emergency situations, interview insights, how to save, invest, and manage our earnings, and how to maintain healthy relationships, and so much more. We also got a chance to explore the city of Detroit through a people mover, and that helped us learn our history on the city of Detroit. We left with a new perspective of Detroit. My next topic that I will be talking about is the anti-littering. Anti-littering was a collaborative project that we worked on with the GM with the GM Student Corps and the Park Conservancy to help the community. We collected the litter in Veterans Park and developed an asset of interview questions and about how people receive their information. With that information that we found out that people receive their information by sermons, social media, and park voting bins. That is the end of my sermon, and I will be taking it to Raphael.
Thank you.
Hello audience, my name is Raphael Ortiz, or my nickname is Rafi. A lot of my friends will call me that. And that's what my team's been calling me these past few weeks. But what I'll be talking about is downtown trash cans and planters. So this is something, whether you're a resident of Hamtramck or just visiting the city, is something that's affected by all of us, right? So every time you might have to take your trash out your car, you throw it in the garbage can, right? But in Hamtramck, some of the liners were cracked or broken. So what we did is we walked around, assessed which liners we needed replacing, and we make sure to get those replaced and ordered them, right? Nice. And also we worked on the planters. We measured the planters as well to check out the measurements of those. So yeah, this is something that would affect everyone in the city, regardless of who you are. And then one main thing that we worked on, something physically rewarding that you could actually see with your vivid eyes, is the mural project. So the mural project is something we came up with. The design was checkers. There's no necessarily meaning behind the checkers, besides something that's very warm, welcoming, and exciting. Because on this street at Pope Park, we host the Night Bazaar, which is an event where we promote businesses. So that's basically all of our presentation, and I'll be passing it on to Eddie. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. My name is Eddie Aikenhorn. I'm one of the DDA interns, so a separate internship from them. I am a recent graduate of Michigan State University. I'm also here representing my partner Sammy, who couldn't be here today. She is a rising sophomore at Harvard University. So we have worked in the Community and Economic Development Office, particularly on matters concerning the Downtown Development Authority, which is a group of business owners here who are concerned with the economic and community development of the businesses along Joseph Campo Avenue. So we've gotten to work with a ton of aspects of City Hall, from the police department to the Parks Conservatory. We've been running the Grow Hamtramck social medias, the Instagram. You might see videos of us or that we've made promoting different businesses. We've done some on different restaurants. We did stuff about the history. We helped the police department with an anti-littering PSA. So we have been helping to establish and maintain relationships between businesses on Joseph Campo and City Hall, namely, like I said, the members of the Downtown Development Authority, but I've walked up and down Joseph Campo countless times now, gone into a ton of businesses, talking to business owners, answering questions, receiving feedback, all that kind of thing. We've also worked very hard in collaboration with the development coordinator, Alessandro, who is helping Hamtramck's application to become a select level Michigan Main Street community. We're currently an engaged level. And Michigan Main Street is a service that it's a nonprofit through the state that helps with technical assistance to businesses and business owners in Hamtramck, or in a downtown. We're trying to get them to help us here in Hamtramck, give technical assistance and access to further grant money and that kind of thing to help promote and grow businesses in Hamtramck. So that's really exciting. We've been an engaged level community for almost a year now, and we've seen significant growth, and so we're trying to take that next step. And we have also helped organize Hamtramck's monthly night bazaars, as Rafi just pointed out. Our last one was on Saturday, August 2nd. I know there were people there, the mayor was there, and we had 16 vendors from up-and-coming Hamtramck and nearby businesses selling things, food, and clothing and paintings and all of these kinds of things. It was a great, very, very successful time. We had, I think, around 500 visitors that night, and so it was really, really an awesome thing for the community, and we're doing that every month. The next one is September 6th, so I hope to see everybody there. And yeah, Sammy and I have had a wonderful time working together and working with the people here in City Hall. We've learned so much about how businesses operate, how community City Hall operates, and that kind of administration and communication aspect of everything. So we've really, really enjoyed it. And this is a brochure we've made on Michigan Main Street for the businesses that we'll be passing out to businesses soon, just to explain to them what kind of opportunity this would allow us and allow those businesses if we were to be accepted by, to become a select level community. So, yeah. And I believe that's the end of the presentation. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
If you don't mind, I'd like to just give them their certificates and then have a picture taken. But we also have the GM students, they're gonna be doing the same thing. So do you guys mind doing it 2 times so that each group of students, if they wanna leave, can leave?
That's okay.
Okay. Okay, first and foremost, Tahmid Muhammad Rahman. Thank you so much for your time.
Someone hold it.
Shani Samin. Oh, that's the person that's not here. Rafael Ortez, or can I call you Rafi? Rafi. You're welcome. Nathan DeBose. Nabiha Chowdhury, and Edward Etchenhorn. If you guys want to stand here and the council will come and take photos with you for a minute, is that okay?
Leave? That'd be great. Yeah, let's. Can you go out or? Yeah, we can.
Center, and then the council members will come around. Center, center. Yeah, you can just fill in, I guess.
Yeah, I know. In this person.
Perfect. Sedman actually, oh, never mind. I thought that was wrong. Yep, perfect. 3, 2, 1. Great. Thank you so much. I'll send it to you, Greg. I'll send you mine. So go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you so much. They have a presentation.
have the general honors student corps, and they've also been doing work in the city this summer, and CED's been really appreciative of their assistance, and some overlap with our interns, which has been great to have them collaborate. So happy to have you hear their presentation as well.
All right, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Christian Wingo. I'm a rising senior at Hamtramck High School. I am going to be giving my presentation with.
So I'm Nagy. I'm also a rising senior at Hamtramck High School. So in collaboration with Grow Hamtramck, we were planning and we helped grow 1,000 trees in Hamtramck. We helped by advertising. We went to 1,000 homes and we got more than 200 tree sign-ups. And
so we have a very diverse community, as you know, and we know a lot of people don't have cellular devices or they don't know how to, or English isn't their first language. So we decided to make a newspaper make an article to put in the newspaper so it would reach, hopefully it would reach more people in our community, and make flyers. And as you can, if you see when you're walking around, we have poster boards as well. Other than that, as you see in the people, the Hamtramck beautification interns that were just here, we partnered with these people over the summer to go to one of our biggest parks and clean up as much as we can to spread awareness of what we're doing and just to help our community overall. And other than that, we had a Hamtramck Go Green Field Day where we wanted to engage with more of our community as we were doing more background stuff of just cleaning and picking up trash and just helping out as much as we could. We decided to invite families to come have ice cream and have face painting and have a bunch of activities with families just to also spread awareness over the planting trees over 1,000 trees over the next 4 years.
We also Wayne County, they discovered that high schoolers have below reading scores, so we wanted to help, and we built a lending library in Holbrook Park, and so everyone can have access to books in different languages and free books. We also helped Wayne Metro. We helped them give out hygiene products, and we also donated $5K to Friendship House
And
to help everyone.
that was matched by Jim, and as much as we donated, which was ended up being $5K, that was matched and given back to the organization. So basically, they didn't lose any money of what we shared, and they gained money instead. And also for the new trees that are going to be planted around the community, we made tree tags to help protect them, just saying in different languages like Arab, Bengali, and English about what you can do to help the tree, what not to do to the tree, and how to protect it over the span of it growing in Hamtramck.
Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. Special gift. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Can we open it?
What's inside?
And basically that is it. We really had fun this summer by helping and volunteering. This summer was a really good opportunity. We helped with GM, and honestly the volunteering part just made us remember why we always want to volunteer and give out back to the community, and it was just a good opportunity. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I have a certificate for Christian Wingo. I'm gonna read off the rest of the names as well, but they're not, oh, they are all here. Perfect, you guys can all come up here. Is it Shahriyar Ahmad? Okay. Mustaqim Khalid?
He's also not here.
Also, Muhammad Radwan, hold on. Radwan is the man.
You got it, nail it.
Thank you. Maria Shah. And then Alaskar. Fatmana Begum. Is it Deja Parker is not here? Oh, Deja. There you go, Deja. Thank you so much. If you want to get in, and the council members and mayor, please. That's good, perfect. Okay, hold on, wait for Greg. Thank you, Greg.
No, the heck of
بنحطها شكله داخلين garbage bags لها.
All right. All right, so we move to the additions and deletions. Do we have any?
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Councilman Fry.
Can we ask for some quiet in the audience, please?
Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, go ahead.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to add a new business, F, discussion about Joseph Campo project in alleys. And then also, I want to add to a closed session.
One at a time, please,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Second.
So, I'm sorry, the first one was what?
Under new business, letter
Yeah,
F,
discussion of,
Joseph Campo project in alleys.
It's gonna be.
So that would be F?
F.
No, it would be
Hold on,
H.
H.
It would be H.
and, I'm sorry, Councilman Musa seconded?
Yes.
That would be H.
H.
You're all in favor?
Aye.
And then if there's another
And then also, I want to add closed session.
Regarding, Gordon versus,
City business. City business.
Second. hold
Second. Second.
Okay.
it's gonna be I.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Now we want to vote on the amended
Yep.
agenda.
I motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No objections?
No, sir.
All right. All right. Now we move to the public comments.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm gonna read the emails that were delivered about our public comments first. First one is from Mr. Garrett and family. I hope that we can work together as one, be more for the city and the people. Let's do the right thing. This is from Nicholas, from Hamtramck. Council and especially mayor, since 2 members of the council are under investigation and have been arraigned on in the 31st District Court, I would like to request that they are put on leave. This is fitting because you have set precedent in putting Max Garbarino on leave because you claim he is under investigation. You now need to honor your precedent and relieve them of their duties until this is resolved. If other members of the council are also under investigation, they need to be put on leave as well. please, if you guys can stay quiet in the audience, thank you so much. This is from Hisham Arobi. I have been a resident of Hamtramck for 23 years, and I also work here in our city. I have never been arrested or convicted of any crime, and I live right outside of City Hall and the police station. Unfortunately, this is now the second or third time I've experienced poor judgment by our police officers, but what happened this past Friday night was by far the worst. Around 10:40 p.m., I was walking home after I was working on a flat tire when an officer stopped me with, "What are you doing?" He didn't even identify himself. I explained I lived there and it was my car, yet he kept demanding my name without cause. With no report of any crime, the situation escalated. The officer drew his taser, and within moments I was surrounded by 3 officers. Thank God this happened right outside my home, where everything was captured on video. The footage clearly shows my cooperation, my repeated explanation, and the officer's unnecessary and dangerous escalation. I will take every action necessary to protect myself and my rights. The sad truth is that there are officers in Hamtramck who lack respect for residents, lack the experience and professionalism the job demands, and have lost the trust of the very people that they are supposed to serve. Too often, some use their position as a way to exert power over residents rather than protect them. And I have asked, where are all these officers when White Star Club had visitors are leaving at 1 or 2 in the morning, loudly yelling down the street, disturbing the peace, and sometimes breaking into fights right outside the park. Not a single officer is present then. Yet I can be surrounded by 3 officers, including 1 sergeant, for standing outside my own home with a flat tire. No resident, especially one who has lived and worked in the city for decades, should have to fear being harassed, threatened, surrounded by officers, or having a weapon drawn on them without cause. We should be able to trust those sworn to protect us, not feel endangered by them. Thank you to City Clerk for reading my comment, Hisham. This is Bedrul Chowdhury. Dear City Clerk, I respectfully submit this letter to formally request the inclusion of a proposed resolution on the agenda for the upcoming Hamtramck City Council. The resolution proposed to discontinue the automatic mailing of absentee ballots to all registered voters in the city of Hamtramck. It aims to enhance election integrity and reduce the potential for absentee ballot fraud by limiting absentee ballot distribution only to voters who submit a formal request and clarify that they qualify due to a medical emergency, a physical disability, verified travel outside of the city on election day, or a senior citizen 65 or older. This measure seeks to ensure the responsible use of absentee ballots and restore confidence in our local electoral process. A copy of the proposed resolution is enclosed for your review and preparation for the meeting. I kindly request that this item be placed on the agenda for the next regular city council meeting, and that the necessary steps are taken to notify council members and allow for public discussion. Please confirm receipt of this request and advise if any additional documentation or procedures are required. Thank you for your time and service to the city of Hamtramck. Sincerely, Bedrul Chowdhury. This is from Mohammed Al-Jahim. Good evening, City Clerk, Mayor, council members, and fellow residents. I want to address 2 important matters today. First, regarding the recent city election, it has come to light that some members of the Hamtramck City Council were charged and found guilty of election interference and fraud. This situation has understandably shaken public trust. It's crucial for the city's leadership to restore transparency and integrity in future elections. We need clear steps to prevent any manipulation or misconduct, so residents can feel confident that their voices truly count. Second, I'd like to highlight the resolution proposed by Council Member Saleh Al-Gahim concerning I don't know what this is referring to, I'm just reading what he wrote. The proposed resolution by Councilman Member Saleh Al-Gahim concerning the renaming of, I don't remember which one, but it was a street. This initiative reflects a positive step towards recognizing the community's diversity and history. Supporting such resolutions helps strengthen our city's identity and inclusiveness. Last but not least, I would like to thank the city for their hard work and dedication, and I would love to see if Hamtramck can fix our soccer field in Veterans Park with new paint and boards. Thank you. That's all for delivered and emailed public comments. We're going to start with in-person public comments with Abraham Al-Jahim. 3 minutes, sir.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I respectfully request the status of the Hamtramck Review newspaper. What's the echo?
Go ahead.
The Hamtramck Review newspaper relationship with former city manager Max Gabriano. The newspaper has received thousands of dollars from Max since he's been here, and the documents are available and should be public information. This newspaper has a history of attacking our mayor, city council, and anyone who criticizes Max and his business partner like Dave Adamchak. The Hamtramck Review acts like the spokesman for the Hamtramck. They do not speak for all of Hamtramck. Recently, the newspaper wrote that the FBI is looking into matters involving investigations. That is not true. It's all a lie. The FBI does not investigate causes based on fake allegations and lies. Max has been spreading lies to hide his dirty games from all of you. I said it last time and I'll say it today. This is not an investigation, it's a defamation. An attack on the Muslim community and its leaders. It's sad to know that we have councilmen that care more about their position than standing with justice and their community. Max created problems and called for investigations on every one of you so he can keep his job and continue playing his dirty and corrupt games. We need a peaceful Hamtramck that works together, not against each other. The end of former city manager Max is a great new beginning for all of Hamtramck, and there are a lot of good and educated people in our city. Point number 2, what is Max's relationship with Monroe prosecutor Jeffrey Yorkie? Point number 3, we would like to ask and do a FOIA request for calls and text messages between Max, the county clerk, and Andy, the deputy chief, because there's a lot going on. The former mayor said there's a decade of absentee ballot corruption. This has been happening since 1996. Why is it a decade? Our honorable mayor, and thank you for your service, Karen Mayask, you're a good friend. But I'm gonna stop here and say, you did the same thing. Everyone did absentee ballots. Why a decade? Because the Muslim majority took over in 2015? Is that what you call it? A decade? Shame on everyone that speaks like that. I would like to know who was the elected official that invited Max to the festival last weekend. It was just seconds for him to go on stage and speak. Shame on you. Whoever invited him, and I would love to find out, Councilman Mahib, if you invited Max to come to the festival in Hamtramck, and he's not even the city manager right now, you're disrespecting the community, whether it's Muslim or Christian or Jewish. Thank you.
That's for your record, I didn't invite anyone.
Thank you.
I was not a part of the organization.
Tom Habit?
Good evening, Council. Tom Habit, Hamtramck Parks Conservancy. This is just an announcement about, for those who haven't heard, about stepped-up enforcement around littering that's going to be taking place at Veterans Park starting next week. So this is in response to a problem that's been going on for a long time. It's gotten a little bit worse. The city's been picking up hundreds of pieces of litter on a daily basis, so it's been draining the city of resources. The response to this is not in isolation, so we heard from the city interns, the Parks Conservancy's been working with them on some educational pieces. We placed signs in the park, so we want folks to be aware. I know the police don't want to come out and issue citations that are rather punitive. The fines are significant, but we feel that it's a necessary step, and the Conservancy's been working with the police and a number of city departments to make that decision. So we hope that by getting education out there about what is taking place, we'll be able to get in front of that, and tickets won't have to be issued. But this is something that will be beginning next week with plainclothes officers, so folks won't even see them in the park. But we want everybody to be able to place all their litter in receptacles. We're making sure that they're all clean, empty enough to support everyone's needs in the park. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Lynn Blasey?
Hello, Mayor and Council. First of all, I want to extend my congratulations to the summer youth interns and the GM Student Corps. I know most of them have left, but my message to them is that their experience this summer is full of great and valuable opportunities to gain new skills that will stay with them whatever direction their lives take them, and I hope they really lean into that foundation that they're building now. I also wanted to extend an early congratulations to Nick on his appointment to the DDA. He is a really valuable resource to our community, and I look forward to seeing his contributions influence the DDA and what they're able to do, especially as they're moving towards the Main Street initiative. Relating to Resolution 2025-95, if I'm understanding correctly, the site plan for 8760 Joseph Campo is the lot next to Sheba, and if approved, that development will completely cover and erase the Yemeni mural that the community has worked so hard to preserve over the years. So I was part of that project from 2019 through COVID, and it was my understanding that there were agreements made with the city to preserve that and switch ownership to different properties, so I'm really confused about this. I hope that some of that comes up in the discussion about it. But I really, and also as Vice Chair of the Arts and Culture Commission, I think we really need to preserve our public art, and we need to celebrate the arts of our city and come together to protect those cultural icons that we've invested so much in, and make sure that, you know, that's a beautiful symbol of our city, and it would be a shame to have it covered in the name of development. And then finally, Resolution 2025-96 through 99. You know that I support Veterans Park as a valuable asset to the community, and I support all of those resolutions of development. I think that the work that we're pouring into Veterans Park is really a signal to the rest of the community what Hamtramck is really all about. If you go to Veterans Park at any given day and time, that's where we see people from all backgrounds, all ages, all demographics coming together, enjoying space together, and it's really a iconic, you know, symbol of what we are and what we can be as a community together. And that's all for now. Thank you.
Diane Farkan.
Council, Mayor, I would like to bring attention to the Family Fun Fair that's taking place tomorrow through the Hamtramck Public Schools. During my campaign at the Housing Commission, I've come to know the residents, and what they expressed to me, I'm very disappointed that City Council and the city has basically forgotten about those residents. They are our neighbors, and they are also residents of the city. They had no idea about this backpack event or this back-to-school event. Some of them only have one car. They're unable to come to the park with their children. Yet there is a park in the back of the Housing Commission that could host an event. So why can't the city and the Hamtramck Public Schools do another event for these kids? There are 300 families that live in the Housing Committee. Just because it's low-income housing, it doesn't mean that they're any less than you and I. They're people, and they are our neighbors, and they are our residents. And just because they live what's called the projects, it doesn't matter. They should be included in the city. So I hope the new council for the year 2026, that we don't forget about those residents and those neighbors and involve them in our community. I would love to see another event for those children because they deserve it as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Bill Meyer.
Hello, Bill Meyer, the new Hamtramck Housing Commissioner. Thank you very much. So we're in the news again. You'd think that Hamtramck was full of crooks and that we're falling apart. That's what the media makes us look like. We just saw a beautiful, diverse group of young people present a wonderful program. You heard about the litter campaign and many other things. Will the media cover these highlights of one of the coolest cities in the country? This city is so cool. And nobody outside of here will know it if the media keeps writing what they do and not covering only the negative stuff. Or are they going to contribute to this witch hunt against a few leaders? This is a few leaders. This city has 28,000 people. All the rest of us have no problems as far as I know. We have a mostly white-owned media writing negatively about a mostly non-white city. Mostly white critics attacking mostly non-white targets. They mostly interview white officials from the past who have a history of problems themselves and complain about the non-white leaders. You should have been at some of the meetings in the past that I attend. I've been here for 25 years attending meetings more than anybody, and I can tell you it's been way worse than it ever was today. So, I mean, there are people standing up, council members threatening each other, throwing garbage cans. It's horrible stuff. We've had some bad times, but the city goes on, and I think we have one of the most sane, level-headed leadership. I'm very proud of the mayor of the city, because if anybody reads anything good about this city, you heard what he said when he was being challenged about these problems. He said that he's fighting for truth and justice and fairness for everybody, and that's the bottom line. These people are innocent until proven guilty in this country, as far as I know. Let's not attack anyone until we have the facts, and that's where our mayor's at, and that's where we all should be at. Let's try to find a way to work together. So I also mentioned, I'm also concerned, is the media interested or concerned about the possible loss of one of the country's greatest murals, certainly the city's mural. The Arab mural on Joseph Campo is possibly being threatened to be covered up. It's a delicate issue that we have to resolve, and you'll see how our leaders work together to find a solution. And that's how we're going to do it. We're going to work together and to the benefit of everyone, and we'll talk about that later in the meeting, and I thank you very much for your time. And I don't even need 30 seconds.
Thank you, Bill. Take care. Jalissa Smith, is that correct? Is there a Jalissa Smith outside in the hallway? She's in the hallway.
Hello, Mayor and Council. How are you? My name is Jalissa Smith. I am the owner of the fashion station, the boutique that sits on Joseph Campo. I'm here regarding the Hamtramck Festival that's upcoming. I know everyone gets excited about that. Unfortunately, most times I'm sad when it comes around. I'm here to request that my building not be blocked. I always want to participate. I've been a business owner in Hamtramck for going on 5 years now, and I've been here since I was a little girl. So, you know, I always look forward to participating, especially as a business owner, but we cannot. And my business is community driven. So everything in my store is sold by someone local, Hamtramck residents, you know what I mean? And so we want to be able to participate, but we're blocked. So we're requesting that the trailers that are placed in front of our business to be moved down a block where there are no businesses. So our entire block of businesses are not able to participate every year in the fair. And there was 1 year that it was moved down, and it was amazing, and I'm just requesting that that be moved down so that we're able to participate. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Nasir Hussain?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'll keep this really short and sweet. I'm not going to bore you with all the techno babble. I'll just hit the nice bullet points for you. So as Amir said, our city operations depend on BS&A. Every department in the city uses it, from income tax to building, from code, everybody. It's a very important software suite that we use. The current system that we're on right now is called the .NET infrastructure. That's aging, and it's no longer supported. They are phasing that out. Support for that is officially ending next year. With that being said, those outdated servers, there's also a very high risk of failure or downtime. And as it stands right now, updates are usually manually applied by me when they fail automatically on the back end. This puts a lot of strain on IT resources. We also have no built-in disaster recovery for that, except for another backup service that we use on site. The system, honestly, it's running on borrowed time.
Brandon, can you talk into the mic since there's so much background noise?
Sure. So delaying this migration, it's creating some risk, and it is going to cost us money. Amir was able to find an $18,000 grant that we can apply towards this, which will be a massive help. It also is going to put us more in line with better cybersecurity and compliance. In the near future, as we move forward, most cities are, actually all cities are going to be following what's called the CJIS standards. These are security guidelines and frameworks set down from the FBI. As of now, it's voluntary, and in the near future, it could be mandatory. I would like to see us ahead of the ball, and I would like to see us get compliant sooner rather than later. It's really in the city's best interest. So since all these platforms are being deprecated, the .NET platform, quite frankly, we're not really going to have a choice. I would like to see us make the switch now while they're not so inundated with rollovers and migrations, as opposed to waiting till the 0 hour and possibly having to make this choice out of a disaster. The timeline for this is August of this year. We can sign the contract and we can begin moving towards the officiation of the process. From September to October of next year, we can begin the data migration, and that is also going to have the training of our staff. The portal will be launched, and after that happens, we're going to have support every step of the way. We'll have training for every department. It's not going to be too big of a change. The interface will stay relatively the same. We will have an assigned project manager from BSNA on site the entire time, and they will help and assist with any issues. We don't expect any disruptions. It should stay fully operational, and it's going to be a controlled and guided migration, and there's going to be a clear end date. So usually when we do this, there's no delays. City operations remain normal. I can honestly skip a lot of that. Did you guys have any questions for me on that? I'm more than happy to answer.
Yeah, just a quick question. I mean, it's good to upgrade and, but I'm just a little concerned about this annual fee of $92,700.
Correct.
What is the cost difference between the old system and this? Like, how much are we spending now using this current system compared to this new one that we'll be spending $92,000 a year?
Sure.
As a fee?
So really the biggest benefit, let me touch on the benefit first. The biggest benefit with the cloud-based is going to be the security, the redundancy, as well as the fact that we don't have to host these servers on site anymore. We don't have to maintain those servers anymore. That is a significant strain on our technical infrastructure here. So as it stands right now, that cloud annual subscription, that $92,765, that is going to cover basically everything. That's going to be your backups, your disaster recovery. That's going to be everything off-site, so that hardware, that network is going to be maintained somewhere else. And that is going to be right in line with the security standards and compliances, and it's going to be a lot easier for us. So it is more expensive, I won't deny that, but there is a large benefit in that.
Just to answer your question, currently we are paying around $30,000 to $40,000 a year on annual fee, just the annual fee. In addition to that, we have to spend money on maintaining our system, our set of servers there. We have to upgrade those servers. That costs a lot of money. These servers last a few years, and then we have to move on to the next set of servers. So all of that gets eliminated. So the cost is higher compared to the existing system, but the other costs that we will not need to do in-house will offset a lot of the costs that we have to pay right now.
Our current server is actually end of
The
life.
actual, we were able to negotiate even this cost. This cost originally was, in their original proposal was, I think 130,000 or 20,000, something like that. We were able to negotiate that down to 92,000. And they gave us a discount, one-time discount if we decide on this soon, because otherwise they said that they have a lot of communities who are applying for this, and they cannot, guarantee this in the future.
The $92,000 a year was contingent on us signing the contract this August. Our current server is end of life, and if we can keep it going, but if we don't make this move, we will have to replace that server. And the challenge in that is because the .NET will no longer be supported by this time next year, around fall time, we're not going to have an option. We'll have to make a choice out of disaster and possibly move to a different platform, which would involve a massive migration and a lot of complications involved with that as well.
I have a question there. We get the grant for $82,000, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
How much the total cost there?
Sorry?
How much the total cost?
231.
231.
So,
So the net cost for the
Is
city
the one time-
is, the net cost for the city is $150,000, which will come out of the general fund.
Then you have 92,000 a year.
every year $92,000?
Yeah,
Mr. Chair.
And how much you paying at this moment? Sorry, it was done.
that's what I said.
He
We're
just said
paying
30 to
35, around
So-
35 right now.
Around $60,000.
Right, but that 60,000 is offset by all the security that we have to do ourselves, the servers that we have to, we have to maintain a lot of machines in-house to run this system, which we will no longer have to do. So there's a lot of money involved in running those machines and updating those machines. Like Brandon said, those machines are old, they need to be replaced. So this is the best time to move in that direction. Because next year, if this system is not available and we buy those new machines, they'll just go waste. So that is why what I'm trying to do is trying to do it at the right time where we don't have to spend any money on the old system and we move on to the new system, which we will have to do, if not today, tomorrow.
And the cost of the current systems, it goes beyond just
So
the cost of the
and
machines
that
themselves.
cost is going to go up. So we've been able to, source some state grant, and we've been able to negotiate down some of the annual costs. So that's the advantage.
So the cost of those machines, it goes beyond just the cost of the hardware itself. There is also the security factor that goes into that as well. The backups, you always want to keep a redundant backup, that's extremely important. So just having that on-premise hardware, it goes beyond that initial cost. You have to factor in several other variations of cost along with that to keep an on-premise system going. So the higher cost of the cloud, the majority of that is really, you don't have to worry about that, as that's part of the subscription and that's part of that operation.
Mr. Chair? Well, first question is, well, by the way, your presentation of training has a different price than what we have here on our system.
It was actually not the right slideshow that was supposed to be on. That was
And then I notice here, travel expenses, you have $30,000 for travel. What is that for?
Sorry, where did you see travel expenses?
It's on here.
I'll explain that. The travel expenses is part of their proposal in case they have to travel from their offices to come here and, train our people or do some of this conversion. So they put in an approximate number, which if they don't incur, then we don't have to pay.
Yeah, but you're providing us something that we're gonna vote now on this total amount.
Right.
So if you're telling me this is so-called estimated, they don't know if they're gonna travel or not, how you want me to approve something that's estimated if they will come here or not for training?
So that's why I'm asking for an approval for the project with the $149,835,000 that, if we incur less, we will pay less. And if we have to incur more, which I'm not anticipating, we will have to come to you again. So this 149 is based on an estimate of a number of hours that they will need to train our people.
And then also you get $80K just to train people.
Right.
Those training days could go down. They charge us for those training days. There's a very good chance, and I have pretty high faith that our staff here won't use every single one of those allotted training days. We can essentially bring those costs down more.
So how many people are they gonna train? That will cost how much?
Everybody in City Hall has to get trained.
So why not train him who does the technology?
No, because not everybody uses the same system. Some assessing people in assessor's office use a separate system. People in treasury use a separate system. Accounts payable use a separate system. Income tax, a separate system. So there are multiple systems that are being used in the city to run the city. So you can't train one person who will then train everybody. So each and everybody who uses that system will get the necessary training.
Well, now there's a different system, but in the beginning you mentioned only one system. So
Well,
now each department has a different system.
Of course,
They refer to them as modules, so every department here will have a different module so the assessing module will operate much differently.
So
than, say, the
where are
building.
this company coming from if they're gonna train you guys?
BSNA, they're located here in Michigan. They're
Okay,
headquartered in
so
Michigan.
isn't it cheaper for you and maybe cheaper for our heads to go there to get training?
Is this, basically in the travel cost, they will be charging us for their mileage and, any incidentals. So training over here is always better because then you have people who have been using this in a live environment.
I
with
also
all
don't-
the, necessary, issues that they face on a day-to-day basis.
And I don't want to blur the lines between training and travel. A lot where you see the training and the travel expenses, some of that travel is going to be mandatory. A lot of the migration, as well as the implementation, is going to have to take place on site. A lot of it will be configured remotely on the back end after the fact, sure. But the initial install is going to be in place on site, and they will have to travel for that.
Is this a lifetime contract or what? I mean, it
It's not a
doesn't.
lifetime contract, no.
But what if
It's
we
an
want?
ongoing, this is the system that runs the city.
I know, but I'm saying
So,
paying this amount. What if in the future we want to change to?
We have that option. We could always
We can
explore other
always change,
options.
we can always discontinue.
I have looked
But-
at other options as well, and most of the other
And
software
is
offers are more expensive.
since
we are given legacy
cheaper
pricing.
option.
Since we handle the tax for Highland Park, I mean, are they gonna contribute anything? I
Well,
mean,
tax is just one portion of this whole big, system. And we do have a contract with Highland Park for a certain amount of, for the services that we do. We do have a plan to go and talk to Highland Park in increasing because our costs are going up. So we do have a plan to talk to Highland Park, their city manager, in discussing increased costs for providing these services that we provide to them.
Can I add something? You're aware that the city hall all uses BSNA currently, and we each have our own module that talks to each department, so we are currently in BSNA.
Without BSNA,
Yeah.
we won't be able to
That's
run
what we
city hall.
use for all of our inputting and exporting and communicating between departments currently.
Every department uses it. There isn't a single department in the city hall that doesn't rely on the software. Basically, if I could put it bluntly, if the software were to fail, the city will not operate. If we have an issue where the server, the hardware goes down, we're out of service until that's back up. Whereas the cloud is going to alleviate any possibility of that happening. It's going to be safer, it's going to be more secure, it's going to be faster, it's going to be more uptime, and all in all, we don't really have a choice. If we don't move to it and they antiquate our current system, completely deprecated, no support whatsoever, we don't have any software to run our city.
Mr. Mayor, a quick question. Did you research that any other companies are available to providing same service with cheaper rate or
No, they are not available.
not
They'll
available?
be more expensive because they will have a higher implementation cost. Right now, all the data for the past so many years has been sitting in BSNA. That whole data would need to get migrated to a new system. That alone would cost several times more than what this cost is.
I did look at several other software companies that offer similar suites to what we use, and the cost was significantly more just for the bare bones software. Once you factor in the migration of all the data, as Amir mentioned, it was about quadruple the price. We are offering legacy pricing through BSNA as we have been a long-time customer.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
So in the new system, like, does the user have to pay to look up any information? Like with the current one, it's free.
Sorry?
So for example, if a resident want to check something on BSNA, do they have to pay any fee? Like in Detroit, in the new system, they have to pay. But now in Hamtramck, the old one, it's free.
The user can go on the net and access
Anywhere.
anywhere.
Okay.
So they will not need to pay anything on this. The system that they use is a net-based system which is not linked to the BSNA that we use.
So it's not going to affect the users,
Right.
local users.
Right, it doesn't affect the residents.
I think a lot of even businesses are upgrading to similar system. At the clinic, we had a crash in the old system. We lost a lot of data, so we brought some similar cloud system that it's more
whole-
secure and it safe and
Correct. It ensures availability of the system. It takes out the headache for individual companies or communities to maintain a set of hardware, because it's expensive to maintain the hardware. So you have these huge big companies like the AWS, Amazon Web Service, is providing hardware cloud system to hundreds and thousands of companies all around the world. So even BSNA is probably using somebody else to host the whole system. BSNA itself is not using that. So this is the way the world is moving to, and that's why we have almost a year-long wait to migrate to this new system.
I would actually like to touch on
the more we delay this, the higher the cost.
BSNA's Network Operations Center actually is their own. They encrypt everything end to end, touching back on security again and bringing us up into those federal compliance standards. Everything through that cloud system, in case there was any issue of security, it is encrypted end to end, and that Network Operations Center is BSNA's, and it is a secure facility. And it does create, it's compliant with basically every standard that's out there.
Mr. Chair, I did work for the building department, so I know the system is kind of old. And like Rana said, you know, it's old, it's been used in this entire city. I don't have no issue upgrading the system. To me, just the training, the cost of the training, the cost of the travel, that just adds to it. So don't worry about the $82,000 that we guys got. We're looking at the total amount of $231,000.
Sure, and that initial cost is painful.
Yes.
Yearly fee.
Absolutely.
You know, so, and then,
So that's why, you know, the implementation cost, we've tried to cover it through the grant. The other question is that all the travel costs, the training cost, is dependent on how much we use. So we are not going to pay them more than what we use. So what I'm asking for permission right now is this amount, and most likely we will come under that number.
how much under?
I can't estimate that. If I could, I would have put that number. Because, you know, we don't know how many hours or days of training we would require, how many people BSNA will have to come on site.
Okay. All right, I guess we can go ahead and vote on this.
Councilman Al Samiri?
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud?
Yes.
Councilman Setman?
Yes.
Councilman Musa?
Yes.
Councilman Rafai?
No.
Mr. Mayor, resolution 2025-94 approved.
Okay, thank you. All right, next one is resolution 2025-94A, approving first reading and set second reading and public hearing date for proposed amendment to parking provision in C2 and CBD district.
Motion?
Second.
Ready? CD.
Good evening, Council. Today's agenda item will be going over to hold our first reading and set a date for our second reading and public hearing for the proposed amendment change to our parking provision ordinances within the central business district and mixed commercial use districts within the city. After deliberations with the Planning Commission, Community Economic Development, and our building official, John DeAngelis, this ordinance change would allow for more non-city-owned parking lots within the C2 and CBD parcels and would allow for administrative approval of non-conforming parking lot setbacks in these districts with good reason, subject to the zoning and building officials respectively. CD would like to note that this would also allow property owners that would construct new parking lots adjacent to existing businesses, would give them the opportunity to lease these parking spots to local businesses, which could just have an overall good win-win for both business owner and parking lot owner. And CED would recommend that council adopt this change to both districts as recommended by all the commission, CED, and building officials. If you take a look at the proposed amendments, they're redlined, which would allow for special land use approval and accessory uses within these two districts to allow for parking lots. And in addition, amends our section saying parking lots shall be permitted in the area of maximum of 30 feet off the rear lot line and behind the main building unless otherwise approved for good reason by zoning official and building official. Do I hear any questions?
No questions?
Was the last time, last minute for that one?
Pardon?
Last minute for this issue. You got time limit?
Yeah, for the second reading, it has to be done by the 26th
Yeah.
of this,
After the 26th.
the next meeting.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Councilman Musa?
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud?
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri?
Yes.
Councilman Rafai?
Yes.
Councilman Sedman?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, resolution 2025-94A approved.
Thank you. Next one is resolution 2025-95, approving site plan for 8760 Joseph Campo.
Motion. Second.
All right, we have to discuss this with, go ahead, Isabel, and then I would like to ask a few people to come and talk about this. People who were part of this in the past, including Bill Meyer, Ali, who's the owner of Yemen Cafe, and Nasser Hussein, if possible. He was.
So you would like to suspend the rules and allow
Yes.
them to speak on this topic during the discussion?
Yes.
I do also have a question. Would Bill Meyer be able to play a 4-minute video during this presentation?
That's
if
fine.
That's okay with you?
Yeah.
Are they allowed to play audio during like a public comment?
It's not a public comment.
Okay, it's
They're
just-
being included in the
Okay,
presentation.
then
Just need a
sure.
motion and a second.
Yeah.
You wanna
Motion.
email it?
All right.
Somebody
Second.
sent it to
All
you
right.
already, right?
You motion to suspend the rule, I'll second.
Motion.
Okay. We got a second?
I did.
And everyone's in favor?
Aye.
Who motioned, who seconded?
Councilman Wahid motion.
Thank you.
and then
Khalil motion and.
I motion.
Oh,
Other way around.
sorry.
All good?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So CED's here because we conducted the site plan review of the plans for the proposed building at the vacant lot at 8760 Joseph Campo. This is a spot we're all familiar with, given the mural and Chiba and Yemen Cafe and right next to Veterans Park. The purpose of our site plan review was to look at the proposed building itself. And we assess whether or not the plans meet the ordinance requirements. And we went back and forth on a couple small details with the owner, and we're able to recommend that the plans themselves are approved, which I understand is a separate issue. Kind of want to draw a line in the sand for us there that, you know, our staff report definitely has a purpose to talk about the plans itself, and as a part of that, of course, we took a look at the agreement, which the city of Hamtramck also signed regarding the mural, but for us, we've been trying to handle them as related but distinct issues. So the proposed building you can see on page 2 of the staff report that's been included with this business item. It's a single-story building with stucco and stone and brick or block stone, and we have no concerns with it regarding the city ordinances for building materials. And the property also received the applicable facade review and approval for that at the planning commission meeting earlier this month. I will start just giving my comments from CED's perspective after looking at the agreement. As I said, this was a agreement between Ali, the owner, the Islamic Center of Michigan, that was leasing the vacant lot for a time. And also, as a part of this, Bill Meyer and the city sold a couple parcels on Goodson, not this parcel that we're talking about, to Ali, who was planning on building a structure, and that structure was not built, and the Islamic Center chose to end the lease for the property that was facilitating the preservation of the mural. The city's only part of that agreement was essentially agreeing to sell one of the properties on Goodson to Ali. And so, given essentially that the part of this agreement that was keeping the lot leased, because that was no longer there, we do believe that the owner has the right to build it, but we are very interested in helping the community and the owner and everyone involved, come to a solution that we could have the art preserved and maybe recreated. So that is what I'll say in terms of facilitating capacity. And folks, of course, have more knowledge about it intimately than me. So here to be helpful and also to, again, draw that line in the sand, I guess.
I guess we're gonna hear from.
Yes, I got.
I'm sorry. Do you wanna hear from the rest of the?
Yes.
I think we should
then-
start with the owner because that is
Yes.
a part of the site plan agenda item,
Okay.
so.
Hi. Good evening. I'm Mark Demarest. I'm LAN IAD's attorney. IAD Almardi and Alzaberry are the owners of the property. I've been representing them for a number of years, and I was involved in the transaction back in 2021, I think it was, or 2021 to between Mr. Meyer, the city, and the Islamic Center. There was never an agreement to keep the mural there forever. There was an agreement that the property would be leased to the Islamic Center, I believe, for 10 years. And their obligations under the lease were to pay the property taxes and to maintain the property. Last year, the Islamic Center approached my clients and said, we don't really want to keep those obligations anymore, we want to terminate the lease. And we agreed to that request from the Islamic Center, signed an agreement to terminate the lease. We notified the city and Mr. Meyer in July of 2024, so more than a year ago. There was no objection at that time. We're sensitive to the fact that the mural is there, and our clients are prepared to talk about participating in putting a replacement mural of some kind, either on the exterior of the new building or perhaps on the other side by their restaurant, Yemen Cafe. But we don't think that there is any restriction on their development of the property at this point. We never agreed with the city that the property would never be developed. The only agreement with the city was that we would enter into a lease with the Islamic Center, which did occur, and the Islamic Center complied with the lease for 3 years and then decided that they did not want it anymore. So this building is going to be a positive addition to downtown, generate tax revenue. And I don't want this to be perceived as a threat, but there is also potential liability for the city if they don't allow development. So my clients are willing to either on one side, so they own the Yemen Cafe, they own the new building, and they're looking to put some sort of mural on one of those two surfaces. But they would like to proceed with development, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that the council may have.
So, Mr. Mayor, so you willing to rebuild the mural in the new building, new wall?
Yeah, the wall is okay, yeah. We like to recommend to chair, we're gonna help. Yeah.
So you're saying you're helping them, but
Yeah.
you're not completely redoing?
We're gonna help,
Considering
Yeah,
that
there's-
there's agreements involved and whatnot, I would need some time to review them. If you guys wanted to table this maybe to the next meeting, and I can review everything.
Mayor, I need some guess.
But at this point, it sounds like there's agreements that I haven't seen yet. There's offers to redo the mural that are not set in stone. I'd rather take a look at this if you will.
Councilman Swery, would
Yes.
you like to say something?
Yes, I got no problem with the Islamic Center and the owner. I need just give me a little bit time, like 2 weeks. I have couple points. I got to discuss with Bill Meyer and our friend. After 2 weeks, maybe we're gonna come back to the city. And it just give me like 2 weeks. I have couple points and make discuss with Bill Meyer and our friend.
Okay.
Do you still
Mr. Chair.
want the rest to speak on this, or do you wanna table it and wait until next
I
week?
would like to hear from Bill Meyer too.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to hear from Bill Meyer.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut off Bill Meyer or anything, I just was saying, it sounds like I'll need time to actually review this, that's all
Mr. Bill,
contracts.
Yeah.
come on the stage.
Thank you for letting me speak about this very important project. One Hamtramck was organized back in around 2006, and this was one of our first projects, and certainly our first mural in the city. And we did this to bring the community together. This is why we want to do an art piece. We wanted to help draw attention to that part of the city that had been neglected for so long, part of the city that had the majority of ethnicity in the city. It was not represented accurately, so we wanted to draw attention and bring business there, and we wanted to help business and the people there. So that was our intent, and we went out within the Yemen community and raised funds and found an artist, found a location, and decided what the content would be in the mural. So it was all from the Yemen community helped us do this. We made some mistakes along the way, and one of them was that we chose a wall that had a parking lot in front of it, owned by someone else who someday we didn't know who might want to build there. And he has every right to do that. And when we heard he was going to do this, but I think it was about 8 years ago, we created a Save the Mural Committee to try to save this mural and help Ali to maybe find another alternative what to do. So that's why this big major master contract came up. Took 5 years of negotiations with mediators and lawyers to draw this up so everyone would be happy. He got 2 lots in the back to build on, which ended up being bigger space than the 1 lot that he let us lease to save for 20 years, by the way. It wasn't 10 years, it was 20 years with the Islamic Center. And also we had to change the street into 2-way so that he could build back behind the alley and use that space. He could, we even gave him ideas on what to build there. A strip mall with parking in front, a 2-3-story place. You could put apartments above. It could be a magnificent thing. It would not be blocked by anything in the park because the park was going to be flat. So that was the plan. It was very complicated. We spent many years trying to solve this with the help of many people. It's not just me. I was happened to be the chair of the One Hamtramck at the time. The ACC was one of the founders of this thing, and Ahmed Al-Amari was the councilman who helped us start this. Many people were involved, and the community was very supportive. And I can't tell you how many people were touched and moved by this project and benefited from it. I would hate to see it go down. There's sorry, excuse me. There's some solutions to this that I wanted to offer, and you mentioned one here. But you got to keep in mind this is a work of art that's become world famous now. This is by an artist, Dasik Fernandez, which is world famous. You just don't take like a Van Gogh painting and say, let's move it over here or something like that, or you don't ask the artist to repaint this again or something like that. That doesn't happen. That's not the way it works. So if you're going to cover it up, we're going to have to find another solution. One, I came up with 3 possibilities. One was to create a vinyl mural, a vinyl banner that we could create almost the same size, maybe half the size, and put it on some other wall, maybe even twice. We could do it twice, or whatever, in other parts of the city. That's one possibility. Obviously, the mural would be gone, but the image itself would be saved. Second option was to go back to the original final master agreement. I mean, where Ali signed this, and find another person, another organization to lease the lot. This lease was broken without my knowledge. The Islamic Center went to them and canceled the lease. And I wasn't told after that. And I probably wasn't upset because One Hamtramck fell apart at that time. We had to dissolve. Had personal issues going on in our family, and the One Hamtramck fell apart. And no one wanted to. Islamic Center didn't want to keep this responsibility up. It's a lot of responsibility. You have to come up with a plan. We were going to build a park there. We had many meetings with committees to plan a park there, but that committee to build a park fell apart also. So we had nothing else, no other options, and we went back to him. But if we could find someone, other organization that would be willing to lease this, and if he'd be willing to go back to the original agreement that he agreed to once before, And he did agree to build in the back lot. I don't know why he didn't build in the back lot, but he didn't. Now he wants to build in the front lot. I've always liked these two guys, and I never wanted to be on the bad side of them, because we did this to help them and help their business, not knowing this was going to happen. So we have to find an equitable solution to this. Al Samari's the guy who's the first buddy that we got. He gave us his wall to build the mural on. It was his building. And he helped us all the way through this process. And I know he hates to see the mural go too. We all do. This is world class. It's a symbol of Hamtramck now. We can't lose this image. So if we have to do that, we could do that. What was the third option? I don't know. But that's, thank you. Whatever else.
The third option was I think you wrote for the city council to reject it, and then, but.
Oh, that was the third one. Yes, that was the third option, was just to reject the plan, and then he couldn't build and ruin the mural. But that would cause possible lawsuits, and it would cause divisions. We don't want to make enemies doing this. This project was done to bring the community together, so let's find a way to solve it so we all work together on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Nasser, would you like to add anything?
Nothing to do with it.
The Islamic Center entered into the agreement on the basis that One Hamtramck will turn the place into a park. And we pay the taxes, we maintain it for 2 full years. Then Bill Meyer announced that he dissolved One Hamtramck and the park will not be built. So it didn't make sense that we just maintain an empty lot for 20 years. And I told Bill Meyer that we will discontinue the lease, but probably he forgot. So it's not the fault of the Islamic Center. We maintain it for 2 years, pay the taxes and everything. But once the park isn't going to be built, it didn't make sense to just pay money towards this lot. Yeah, there's another solution. You could, on that side, you could build, instead of a brick wall, you could build steel and aluminum glass facade, like glass with aluminum beams, and people could still, when they come to his building, they could still see the mural. I don't think it's hard to do. It will attract customers to you. This mural is worth a lot of money. If you maintain it,
We didn't need to have anything with the Islamic Center.
if he
Nothing to
maintains
do
it,
with him.
I'll think it's good
Yeah, we
even
just
for
want to
him.
hear from all of
Nothing
them.
to do with it.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, I just want to mention that Ali, he told me that he's ready to contribute to make the banner that Bill Meyer suggested.
A banner won't last long.
On
A
his
year or two,
cost.
it'll be gone.
He said it can last between 10 and 20 years.
A banner?
Yeah.
No,
So-
somebody just slash it and that's it, it's gone.
Or you keep the design and you just keep printing more, I guess.
Mr. Chair?
I think if they're gonna be, it's kind of speak, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, tell them.
Kind of switch it.
You wanna?
I'm sorry.
Or another solution is just raise, how much did it cost, 23,000, Bill?
The original?
Yeah.
It was about 17.
We fundraise and we paint it on his, so you approve his plan on the condition that a new mural will be built on his new building. Same design. You don't pay it, the community will pay it.
Yeah, it's okay, I don't have a problem if they're gonna use that.
That'll be a nice solution.
All right.
It can be collected.
Mr. Chair, it seemed like there was, agreements with the owner, with Bill, and then the Islamic Center of Hamtramck. So, and it seems like the city got involved somehow. And our current city attorney does not know what was the city involvement in that, in the lot. I know you own it, you have the right to do whatever you wanna do on that lot. If we ask you kindly, so our city attorney could go back on these contracts to see what the city had to do with it. If you guys could give us time, and we're asking you permission, it's all your call, if you want it to happen or not.
2 weeks, not a whole lot of time, so.
I also, I've already spoken to your attorney and speak to him again, he's got a great reputation, and in the meantime, I would speak to him.
Okay, we'll find the next,
26.
26?
26, yeah.
I'd like to-
So 2 weeks.
I'd like to answer that point about the city involvement in this project. Originally, it was not meant to be a city project at all. We were hopefully doing it with One Hamtramck and.
Well, but because the city was involved,
But then the city got involved.
and because the city got involved, and our city attorney does not know what the hell's the contract is.
I haven't seen the
So,
contract, I have to review it.
Oh,
I'm asking, I'm requesting the owner, if possible, and that goes back to him if he wants to give us that time or not, if he could give our city attorney to go over with his, attorney with those contracts, so-called why the city got involved. And that, that goes back to him if he wants to give us the time or not, it's his call.
It's okay, for 26, we can, move it to 26,
See?
but, what I'm thinking, I don't need like last time and last Nalat and last Nahan for same play or same game. Because, I'm mad about the beer over there, I like that, I wanna stay it. I do whatever I can before, I'm was before, almost I spent $9,000 for the architect, they do everything for me, it's ready before 2018. When they speak good, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm done with the English a little,
Yeah, it's
can
okay.
I help me? Okay.
Come to the mic also.
This is all he's signed.
اوكي لما جاوا لعندنا ب 2018 حاولوا انه مثلا تفاوضوا معنا فقلنا لهم ما في اشكال بالموضوع اذا كان ياخذوها للجاليه مش علشان بدهم بارك للاستراحه هنا.
So they came to them in 2018 and they offered that that they want to keep this project for the community and how important it is, and they accepted that, but they said that they wanted to do a park and all that stuff, but since they discontinued that, there's like no purpose of keeping it empty.
بعد هذا لما جاء بالمعايير واتفقنا على اساس انه اشترينا الاراضي اللي بالوراء اللي بيتكلم عنهم دفعنا ثمنهم يعني ما فيش حاجه انه عفوا واتفقنا على الاتفاق ومضي الاتفاق وقعنا عليه على اساس انه الاسلامي سنتر يكونوا responsible بالتاكس وكلين واي داني بالارضيه they're gonna be responsible for.
So they came to a conclusion that that if this is going to cause corruption and everybody's going to be mad at each other, that they'll agree and they'll sign a lease, and that they offered us the back two lots, but they didn't offer us the back two lots free from the city. We bought it with money. So they priced it for their value and we bought it. And us buying it, they never said that, oh, you have to build in the back, or oh, we're going to do this. So it's like a completely separate thing. And what we're trying to get to the point is like, what's stopping from, like, we're willing to offer and willing to, like, move the mural, willing to help. So what's stopping us from building? What's, like, the legal, like, what's going on?
All right, I think the idea is clear. Councilman Sumeri would like to ask for some time to discuss with Bill Meyer, not anybody else. He just want to discuss with Bill Meyer. The city council here is committed to take action in the next meeting. It can't be delayed. So in the next meeting, in the 26th, we will have to take action. We'll give them time. We asked kindly for permission from you, and you agreed. So on the 26th, there is no excuse.
I got a motion.
Yeah, we're gonna have to table this for the 26th.
I got a motion to table this issue to a second meeting.
You have to go back to the session though, you have to.
I mean,
We did vote to suspend the rules. I don't know.
Right, we have suspended the rules before, so you have to go back to the
What
session.
are we, what is that?
We don't you have to
suspended
go
the
back to the
rules.
session, we suspended the rules before.
We just suspended, right now.
I think you're okay.
Hold on.
Motion on the table and.
Yeah, that's it, you just table it.
Sumeri
vote.
tabled,
Yep.
this, and
I
I
needed
second.
a second.
I'll second.
and then I need,
All in favor
Hold
for
on.
tabling the resolution?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor,
All right.
resolution.
And that's with your permission.
2025-95.
yeah, and by the 26th, we
Thank
will
you.
vote on this.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Take care. All right, the next one, Resolution 2025-96, approving bidding of the 2025 Veteran Park Tennis Court renovation, Hamtramck Park Conservancy funded.
Motion.
Second.
Alrighty, any presentation on this, or just
Yeah, Tom.
Tom would like, okay.
Tom until the end.
They didn't ever.
Yeah, so the next project that the Parks Conservancy would like to undertake is some improvements to the tennis courts at Veterans Park. Currently, there are 3 courts that are operational, but they're not in very good shape. We'd like to bring those back to having 6 courts, and that supports the growing tennis program in the city. For the first time in a number of years, we have a high school varsity girls tennis team and a boys tennis team. So this would be a partnership with the city, like many projects that we've been doing, where it's funded by a combination of Parks Conservancy funds and other grants. We have several of those already committed, and the city will manage the project with support from the Parks Conservancy and continue to own the assets. I think this will be a really sharp addition to the center of Veterans Park.
Seems like it costs 66 of 500,000.
That is the proposed contribution from the Parks Conservancy. We will be receiving bids that will give us a better indication of the total project cost. It will certainly be higher than that, but we'll have to make some decisions about the overall scope.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, let's vote on that, please.
Councilman Musa.
Yes.
Councilman Rafai.
Yes.
Councilman Sedman.
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri.
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, resolution 2025-96 approved.
Thank you. Another Veteran Park project, resolution 2025-97, approving award of the 2025 Veteran Park parking lots and access roads, Medic Grant Engineering Construction to Metropolitan Concrete.
Motion?
Second.
Any, you wanna give us some information on that, please?
Yes, again, the English again.
Good evening. So we went out to bid for the Veterans Park parking lots and access roads, so the 2 parking lots there. We had 7 bidders, so the low bidder was Metropolitan Concrete at $1,859,440.50. Just to give you kind of a brief update or explanation, because we do have that agenda item 2 down. So the limits of construction, that's in black, so the 2 parking lots, the access road, and that essentially the 400 feet of Dan Street that's in front of the parking lot is what's included in this bid. So total with the 10% contingency is for a total construction cost of $2,045,384.55. So this is coming from the grant that we received for $2 million. So right now we'll have essentially, I put everything together with engineering costs and everything. Essentially, the overage of $322,734.20 will come out of Act 51 funds to get, because of the Dan Street portion. So, but this includes new storm sewer, so new piping, getting the system out there. Honestly, we can't even figure it out. So this is tearing that out, putting in new piping, storm drains, inlet catch basins, manholes, so we know where everything's flowing and there's no mystery out there anymore.
This project is gonna be enclosed from Joseph Campbell down the street, all the way down to the parking lot.
No.
Is it gonna be?
Closed for what?
No, no.
Connected to the Joseph
From the
Campbell.
last house,
I know,
down,
from a lot, not from the
not from the beginning.
not even from the
This-
alley.
Did you see the map?
Yeah, hold it.
Hold on.
So it's essentially what this portion, the portion highlighted in red is coming into the next, into more agendas. So, yeah, so that's what we're approving for the $2,045,000.
Another 100 feet. Why didn't include 100 feet?
The first 300 feet is coming. It was one of those where my engineer's estimate was at 2.1 million. We had a $2 million grant.
They're gonna show it's better one. It's not.
So it was
From
trying
this
to,
size, we give this size bad shape.
it was trying to
Make
make sure
this
we
one
had
good
enough
shape,
funds.
and other size is bad shape.
No, it's gonna all be in good shape.
Oh,
Give
wait,
me
it's
2 more agenda items, then we're gonna be in good shape.
Okay, it's coming. All right, so what's the timeline for?
So they're to have construction completed by November 3rd.
Okay.
All right.
Like
So
last
I-
year.
Okay.
I have spoken with this contractor multiple times
Mhm.
to make sure that we can have this all completed this year,
Okay,
and that's what's in our contract, that's what we're sticking to.
You're on record, by the way.
all
I
right,
understand that.
all right, sounds good, yes, please.
Councilman Fai,
Yes.
Councilman Al Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Sedman,
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, resolution 2025-97 approved.
Thank you.
The second part to that resolution is for Hennessy's.
All right, yeah, the next one is
Another one.
Resolution 2025-98, approving award of the 2025 Veteran Parking Lots and Access Road Medic Grant Engineering Construction Management to Hennessy Engineers.
Motion?
Second.
All right, that's just related
This
to the
is
first one.
follow-up. Can we just go ahead and vote on this one?
Yeah, please.
Councilman Al Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Musa.
Yes.
Councilman Sedman,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman Rafai.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, resolution 2025-98 approved.
Thank you. Next one is Resolution 2025-99, approving award of the 2025 Veteran Parking Lots and Access Road additional scope construction to Metropolitan Concrete.
Motion?
Second.
So this goes on to that, if you want to bring that PDF up again, sorry.
Okay.
No, the picture.
Oh, the picture that was emailed?
Yeah, no, what you
Same
just
one.
had,
First one.
the same one you just had out, that PDF.
I see it. Just the map, right?
Yeah,
Yes, map for other side.
For what?
Yeah.
There you go. That one?
Yeah, so
Okay.
just blow that
Yep.
up. So again, because pricing came in so well, and obviously we wanna do all of Dan Street, we talked to the contractor, holding pricing, also having completed by November 30th, so we understand this is a tight time frame to add on that first 300 feet of Dan Street. So that's including sidewalk road on both sides,
And that goes into Joseph.
yes.
And that will be concrete, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is all concrete, so it's gonna look sharp. So curb and gutter all around everything, so around all the parking lots, yeah, I think you guys are gonna be really happy.
Yeah, this whole area will just be
Yeah.
brand new.
Yeah.
I guess we have, after it's done, we have to do a ribbon cutting
It's gonna be a picture
for
perfect.
that park.
It is, we have a lot of stuff going on in this park area, obviously the good
I
thing
know,
is
and
this
that's what I'm
summer,
saying.
What's going on, keeps you.
It needs to
yes,
be a
it'll
community ribbon cutting
Absolutely.
for that park.
All right,
See,
well, we
this
can do
amount-
that with the
This
Joseph
amount
Council.
has not come easy. Somebody they following this amount hard. Later he's coming.
Okay, all right, so thank you so much, maybe we can vote on this one too.
Councilman Sedman,
Yes.
Councilman Mahmoud,
Yes.
Councilman El Samiri,
Yes.
Councilman Musa,
Yes.
Councilman Al Rafai.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, resolution 2025-99 approved.
Thank you. The next added resolution, H, is discussion about Joseph Campo projects, sewer project and alleys.
Okay, so this is where
I need a motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
All right, so it's just, we want to hear from you guys about development of.
So Joseph Campo, obviously, we understand there's been a little bit of a pause there. The reason being is there's a 14-foot diameter junction chamber. So this is an updated picture as of
Sorry, just
2:30 this afternoon on what's going on out there. So the 14-foot diameter junction chamber, getting that approved and then getting that precasted, so they cast the sections of the structure in different heights, so they can bring it out to the site. So currently, the contractor remobilized last Thursday. They've started digging and exposing. As you can see, this is the egg-shaped sewer.
Sorry, you sent it in an
I know.
email and not an attachment, and I don't know what's on the left side of my email, and I don't want it to be all over this TV.
Okay.
So just bear with me, I apologize.
Well, here, I can do this.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with this.
This is the last one across the shopping center.
This is, yes, across from, in front of, so this is just to give you guys an idea of what's going on. So that's that 1920-ish,
Yeah.
I'd say, a brick sewer. So getting that uncovered, it's an intricate process. We couldn't just start digging. It takes a little bit of time to sit there and dig and get down to that. Now, what they have to do.
And that's brick?
That's all brick.
Yeah,
That's
all
the
brick, yes.
problem. It's very intricate.
It's like a Lego sewer system.
There's little bits of leaks that are coming out of it right now, so it's being held up very steadily.
And is that a source, is that sewer?
There's an I-beam.
Yes,
Most of our
yeah.
sewers.
An I-beam going across the road right now with straps to hold this sewer in place. So we can go down, so what they have to do is they have to dig underneath it. They're gonna sit there and put in a concrete base, about 24 inches thick concrete base,
Under.
14-foot diameter wide, to place that structure on top of it. So that's gonna go over this sewer, and eventually that sewer is gonna get notched out, so it can then spill out into that structure and into another sewer and down the sewer that was installed in the road. Obviously, the sewer, putting the sewer in the road is not, it's not as timely of a process. Obviously, there's time, but, the sewer's 17 feet deep too. So all of this, we're still on time. In fact, we're probably, I don't like saying we're ahead of time, because I don't wanna sit there and give you guys high hopes on something getting done early, just in case. But we are definitely ahead of schedule. So nothing's been delayed on the schedule, even with that little bit of pause in the waiting for the structure to be delivered. So this structure should be on site here soon, but we gotta get this little bit, it's intricate doing all this.
So is it only that piece, or is it the whole?
That's also.
The whole system is like that.
It's
So
just,
it's
is it only that in Joseph Campo, or the entire city is like
No,
that?
Yusuf Campo, all in Yusuf Campo.
There's an upper and a lower. So this is the upper egg, there's another lower egg. So this is like an egg-shaped sewer, and there's brick. So this was like true craftsmanship back in the early 1900s.
It's crazy.
And it's a double layer brick from what I'm being told. So I've been excited to get out and actually see this, because you don't see this. Even the foreman that's out there told me he's been doing this for 25 years and he hasn't seen this.
I had Omar put a picture of this on.
Yeah, I seen it, and that's why I want you guys to
I
explain
see,
it.
I see
So-
when they did over there, like Gibson and Yusuf Campo, and Andres and Yusuf Campo, and Hewitt and Faber, but Faber and Hewitt small a little bit.
But after we're done, that's not gonna be used anymore,
They done
correct?
already,
No,
guess
no,
what, this is the
no,
last
no,
one.
That's
what we're
your
saving.
main trunk line
Oh.
to get that
Yeah.
down to Denton, then goes down Denton Street and that sewer to the Conant Mount Elliott.
Yes,
But you're saying it's leaking.
no,
No, everything's gonna be, it's gonna,
Okay.
things are gonna be,
They're
there's
gonna
gonna
cover
be
it.
concrete
Yeah.
underneath it to hold it up, it's gonna,
they type and go.
there's a process, it's a delicate process, is the best way I can say it for construction.
Make you busy, Councilman, so you can do visual.
That's crazy, I have never
encourage you
seen
guys-
that, so.
I encourage you guys to go out there, obviously, don't go inside the construction zone, or in the construction area, stay on the sidewalk, and go see it, because it's not something that we open up very often, it's not something we see every day, so it's a piece of history. It really is. So now, once they get done with Joseph Campo, we gotta do the same thing on Lumpkin. Lumpkin, where we have to cast in place a 10-foot by 20-foot, 10-foot by 20-foot structure. So again, we're gonna be opening up, and we gotta see what that sewer's like.
Lumpkin and Joseph Campo?
Lumpkin
and,
and
Goodson.
Goodson.
Oh, so,
That's part of the whole
yeah,
relationship.
yeah,
McKinney
That's
Gibson
why
is
from-
not done, it's not yet.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's why from the alley to
Yeah, it's
Lumpkin
not.
hasn't been completed yet.
Okay, alright.
I
So
watched
that's an update on
already.
Joseph Campo, update on the alleys.
9 alleys.
9 alleys. They started this Saturday, and I'll be honest, they had an equipment failure on Saturday. So they weren't out there yesterday, they were back out there today breaking up the asphalt, and so they could start removing that. I know Charles from our office was marking out limits and everything too, so it's moving forward. So they have started it.
And they started where?
They started in between
Gray Lane?
Jacob and Goodson.
No, Gibson, Roosevelt and Gibson,
Goodson and Roosevelt,
and Roosevelt and Jacob.
yes. Yes.
And last week they say we're gonna start Monday.
No,
Now the whole
no.
week is gone.
We said,
They're
we
gonna
said
start
the
again
12th,
Saturday.
We said the 11th, and we actually, they came out on
Yesterday
Saturday.
11, yesterday 11.
Yeah, they came out on Saturday.
They didn't do anything.
They started breaking up asphalt,
What?
so I looked at it first thing Monday morning.
They didn't do anything.
Okay, as long as they start this,
They
it's
didn't
not
do
a problem.
anything. He's
If
still
we're able
open
to get
same
those
way.
9 alleys before the
Should
winter.
be this
we'll
issue
in.
he's done last year.
We have talked, we have spoken with the contractor.
Last year,
and
not
they-
now.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
said
that's fine. If we were on good timing, that's fine,
We're-
before the winter.
We're
Yeah.
still within time frame and within that contract.
Alright.
So,
Sounds
parking
good.
lot behind us, as you could hear, they were saw cutting pavement.
That's good. If
So
you
we're
can
gonna have a
pass.
pumper truck out here tomorrow, is what I've been told, to place more concrete.
2 more days of pouring.
Yeah. What else? Super construction is back out on site, doing lead service lines on Hanley.
Yes, just finish that one. They make confused for the whole parking lot. Finish this issue.
So when is this gonna be done? Estimated?
I don't.
2
I don't
weeks.
have that
I-
exact.
They,
2 weeks.
I talked to them this morning. They have 2 days before it, then another about week of
2
clearing.
weeks. 2 weeks.
After that, they will, do temporary lines
Okay.
so that we can start parking there. And then later on, once the parking structures comes in, then we'll have a small break and then.
They're gonna start parking lot for this project September 1st.
All right, well, thank you. So hopefully we can get it done while I'm still here.
You also
But
possible.
you just mentioned super construction. We still have a contract with them?
We have a new contract that they started on, they finished up St. Aubin, then I had them jump out of the city for a little bit just because of that congestion over there, Joseph Campo. They were ready to get back in, obviously we still have congestion there. I wanted them to get back in because we have the school on Hanley, I wanted Hanley completed before school starts. So we're juggling a lot of.
Did we ever suspended our contracts with them for
Yeah,
any
we
reason?
completed all of our contracts with them.
So that means Max lied to me. He said we suspended our contracts with them.
We-
Because one time,
We did pull an award away from.
one time they dig the hole in Danforth, in the sidewalk next to a resident's house. And then for a whole year, that residents kept coming to the city to ask them to fix the hole because they kept it open. And Max kept telling me that we are not responsible, this is the resident, he did it, he has to fix it himself. And then luckily his wife recorded when the trucks were there digging, and it has super on it, on the trucks. When the wife provided the video for us, Max admitted that it was our fault, and he told me he will suspend any contract with super. Now, nothing was done.
When I
So-
was gone, John is correct, I forgot about that. The super was a low bidder on a project, and they didn't get it, they gave it to the next lowest bidder.
Yeah, but we agreed that time that since they did that mistake, and actually one of the residents fell in that hole at night, and it was a liability for the city. He could have sued the city, but because he's related to the residents, he didn't. And then we agreed that we end our contracts with this company. But anyways, let them finish the work and then we'll talk about it. But this is something that I just found out tonight.
This foreman that they had running that previous project is not out on site. That owner of Super Construction is actually the main person running the contract, this contract. So I think we'll definitely see some improvements in.
Okay.
There's already been improvements.
All right, thank you. Anything else? No, we done with the new business. So thank you. I think we move to the reports. I don't wanna take any more of your time, guys. We're not gonna talk about anything. Yeah, so I just wanna take the opportunity and congratulate all the winners in the primary election, and wish a good luck for the ones who didn't make it, and we hope to continue working with them, to serve the city. We are in need for everyone who and we appreciate everyone who presented himself or herself to serve the community. It's very hard to find people to volunteer for the city and to even run for a public office, since it's almost voluntarily positions. So we appreciate everyone, and it's very hard to find good people, highly educated, highly committed people to run for public offices. So we really appreciate everyone, and we would like to continue working with everyone who was involved in the primary election. And I wish everyone the best, and we want to continue to work as a community. Unity should be a priority for all of us. I think we should stop all this divisive politics that's going on in the city, and predetermined targeting of each other. So, including the media that we talked about in the beginning of the meeting, should be a unifying voice for the whole community, not just for one side of the community, and constantly targeting the another side. So we appreciate everyone who showed up tonight, and we wish you all the best. And I'm very happy to see such a very important projects being done for the city. It will definitely change the face of the city and how it looks. That's important developments that we are seeing, and I hope to be present when we finish these projects. I mean, I'm not rushing to leave, so I want to stay here, serve the community. It was an honor to serve for the past 3 years and a half, and I'm here to be part of our mission to finish to take care of any unfinished business for the city until the end. So thank you so much, and that was just my report. Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, if you have anything to say.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to thank everybody who came here tonight. God bless you and be safe.
All right. Any city council member would like to say
Yes,
something?
Mr. Mayor, and I thank you the community whoever showed up for the election day. Thank you. Your voice is heard, and your voice is come out the right candidate for future election and who can serve your community. And I thank you the police department, city of Hamtramck, to have the Bangla Mela was done in Joseph Campo. There was, last minute items came out, and city was participate very well and get it done peacefully. I know there's some misconduct from the few police officers, few upstate residents, and I think police chief aware of it, and he will take the appropriate action. And police is it should be a neighbor friend in a small community. They all need to behave their best attitude to the public. That earlier we got a public comment that someone was misbehaving or not treating well for this person when his car was broken down, and he was fixing it. So those attitudes need to be changed, and we all need to have our professional attitude to the public. And thank you everyone else for everything that are happening in the city. The city is booming. We have a lot of construction going on. And one thing I do want to echo with Diane, that's very true. We need to include people that are not in the other side of the city, which is they are saying they're constantly blaming. They don't feel their kids doesn't feel secure. There's not enough police patrolling there, and all this any kinds of function we do, we should include them. We cannot exclude everybody. We cannot say, well, we're going to build a community with all inclusive and then excuse somebody or not give enough opportunity to be a part of it. So we need to pay focus on this. I will request Mr. Interim City Manager to please pay attention to this. And thank you everyone for participating to the meeting today. Have a great night.
Thank you. I would like also to address this point. I mean, we are not neglecting or ignoring those people. In the Planning Commission meeting, the last one, or the one before the last one, we invited them, we sent flyers to them to join the meeting because we were discussing changing the zoning of that area from residential to commercial. And then they came, a good number of them came and voiced their concern. They didn't want to change it to commercial. Also, although there are some positive stuff to, build some clinics or pharmacies there or businesses to be nearby so they don't have to travel all the way to the city. But it's kind of a sensitive topic for them, so they rejected that. They said, we still remember the housing lawsuit, so we don't want this to be a beginning of another issue. So we listened to them and we voted against changing the zoning of that area, and we kept it as they like. Also, the Housing Commission, which we have two members here, Osni Belmeyer and Mutahar Fadl, they are also responsible for a lot of projects for the housing, for the, whether it's the Senior Plaza or the housing community, and they are doing a good job. I've been following with them on a lot of issues. So But thank you for reminding us. They are very essential component of our Hamtramck, community, and we should encourage more community engagements from that part of the city.
Mr. Mayor, can I give another 10 seconds, please? I know Ibrahim Al-Dahim came out and said I invaded our, ex, I don't want to say ex, he's still under investigation, city manager, but it has nothing to do with me. I was not the organizing committee or anything at all. So I don't have any authority to invite anyone. It's a public function, everybody showed up, he did show up and he did his speech. This is between him and the committee. It had nothing to do with me. I just condemn this. This is not, it had nothing to do with me. He was there when he came in.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Anyone else?
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you everyone who came in here to spend your valuable time and listen to us. I'd like to say thanks each and everyone who show up last Tuesday's election and put your support. Especially when you're talking about the project area. I was visiting a couple times before the election. I saw some issues there, especially water fountain. Kids playing around and only one water fountain is not working at all. I asking the kids and people, they're badly demanding if we can fix this, improve this water fountain. And policing, they have some issues going on there, drug or other stuff could be. That we need to get more patrol around this area. We are same community, but look like the way they talk, and look like I feel it. They're a little bit behind than us, behind the other side. So we like to get together, improve all Hamtramck together. We do a lot of much better, but we have room for the improvement. We can improve their life also. And a lot of kids, they are not too much playing ground in this area. If we could do some more accommodation for the basketball or other stuff, they have some of the resource to kids are playing there. But I suggest our park conservation committee or some other committees who can visit there and see what can we do improve for this area.
All right, thank you so much, Councilman.
Thank you.
Any more reports?
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Councilman.
Thank you everyone for coming tonight. One thing I want to add for our project area, like I will request our non-profit organization and other board commissions like DTA to host events if we can, so that that will help the residents or the kids who live over there and congratulations to the winners to make to the primary and good luck to the final. Thank you.
Thank you. With that, we come to the end of the report section and we move back to the second round of public comments.
Ms. Lazzy? 2 minutes.
Hello again, Mayor and Council. I just want to circle back to the conversation about the mural at on the side of Shiva, and hearing that the original mural only cost $17,000. I need to put on record that I work at the College for Creative Studies. I'm a vice chair of the Arts and Culture Commission. I just quoted a client a similar size mural, $125,000. With the cost of inflation to get that caliber of mural, that size of mural is going to be a significant price difference with inflation, the cost of labor, supplies, all of that. So I just wanted to put that on the record, that $17,000 for a mural, that is a steal. And then also, while reproducing the mural in vinyl is a nice thought, that mural is bigger than that. The significance of the mural, it's a landmark. There have been cases where murals of that caliber have been legally protected as landmarks. I know that has been part of the conversations. I'm not going to, interfere in how those negotiations go. But that could be a path chosen to protect the mural, and there are legal precedents to do that. So I am available as a mural expert. The Arts and Culture Commission is responsible to help protect and elevate public art in the city. We're willing to participate in the discussions if invited to. Thank you.
Thank
Councilman Meyer?
Yeah, good, take that away. Because I'm gonna complain about a few things. Yes, well, we got that mural for $17,000 because the artist only charged $13,000. He's a friend of ours. He came and did this from Chile. He flew up here to do this for the lowest price possible because he wanted to do it for the community. He's an activist. Activists charge less. So anyways, great work on our sewers. I mean, this is a great advancement. There's more good news about Hamtramck. So where's the media?
You left.
You just come out of here.
Oh, okay.
Soon you came out, they leave.
Got it, just in time. All right, well, why did it take so long to get this done? I mean, this has been a problem for like 30 years. Did we have to wait for this council maybe to get this done? Thank you very much for finishing a job that should have been done a long time ago. So hopefully at the next meeting, I can show a little video that I want to show you about the creation of the mural and the importance of it. Also, I want to mention the sound is very bad in this room still. We tried to resolve it, but this mic, what's coming out here, does not go back there into those speakers. It only
Your
goes
mic
to
is
you.
off.
Huh?
The mic is off.
Well, I don't know. Even if it's on, it doesn't go back there. This, oh, that's good. You can hear someone speaking at the podium, but this room does not, this half does not hear it unless you talk real close like that. So we gotta fix that. Also, we gotta replace this podium with some clear stand or something so that we can see you guys. And I'm willing to help out with this for no cost. I have a music stand you could use here in place of this big clunker, and it would be much better and easier. But anyways, you need a compressor too, so that you can keep the volumes level. So when one person talks low and another person talks loud, it's all even, so you don't have to. Simple compressor, like maybe $20. Okay. Anyways, you might not have noticed at the last council meeting, we witnessed an attempted political coup in this room. It was an undemocratic, unprofessional, and selfish move to replace the legally appointed city mayor pro tem from his position. When it became obvious to this councilman who tried to do this that he wouldn't get the votes, when he couldn't get the votes he needed to pass a resolution to make him mayor pro tem, he walked out of the meeting and prevented the city from carrying on its business. This is disgraceful behavior, and he owes an apology to our appointed mayor pro tem and to the people in this city who did not get their work done because the council meeting didn't have a quorum, so we got no work done at the last meeting. That was intent. It was intentionally done that way for personal gain. And let's stop this sort of personal self-interest stuff and work with each other and not try to wipe each other out of positions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Dr. Mohammed Adam, 2 minutes.
Thank you so much. I was hoping to get the first comment. When I walked in, the young lady was speaking, so I'm going to need a minute or 2 extra time, please. I stand before this community and with deeper frustration, and this is attack on just Muslim community here in the city. 1 or 2 elected official does not represent 30,000 citizens. And among all, I know that we have ups and downs. We are learning language issue. We have Muhammad Kamrul Hassan serving long time. Salman is the youngest one. So I see from my own point of view, like it's a good attack, like from the top to the bottom, and then they will come. Two last meetings, quite 2 months ago, I was saying that something coming. You be careful. I'll say keep up the good work. There are a lot of room for development, improvement. Whether we make mistake, go public, and we apology, and we take it as a standing that you want to serve. You serve whatever comes in your way. Try to serve with pride and dignity. The reason I'm here, not for myself, for a community. A friend of mine, I was informed, he's a business owner. His car get broke down. He was standing on the sidewalk and he was fixing his car. The police, the cop, jump out of the car, police car, and try to tase him like twice. And this type of behavior, I know that earlier a young lady was speaking, I heard that, I was outside sitting there. During this Mela, it's a great community event we had. Hamtramck is a beautiful city, wonderful city. We have a lot of loving memories, and we are proud for our city. But what happened?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. What happened in the city, that what we are facing, the police officers, they're treating the community and citizen as criminals. It's a blunt. And they're treating everybody like it's a war. And I have seen and witnessed my own experience that during this Mela, we hired Hamtramck some police officers, the reservists, $35 per hour to save and bring some peace and do some crowd control, not to bring them and invite them to make more chaos and act out of professionalism, and due to their rookie or new or whatever it is the reason, they went too far. Hundreds of the community members being assaulted by them physically. I understand that it was a great gathering. 5,000 to 20,000 people showed up. It's a great event. But hey, we were not there to fight, and nor we should be treated as our community should be treated as a criminal. So I ask the city to please address this and their training.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's all for public comment, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. We're gonna have a closed session for a little bit, and then we'll come back, but we are not voting on anything.
I need a motion.
Motion.
Second.
And
All
the
right.
time is
9:23. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Gonna take a break for a few minutes? Or?
احنا في معنا جلسة مغلقة بعدين ترجع تمام. اوكي تغوط خبره. هو يجي لك لبرا.
Thank you, Mr. Malas.
Thank you. Can I take a few minutes?
A couple minutes.
Don't take too long, please.
Bill?